Hello everybody, this is kimchicrypto. Today I'm going to talk about exit strategy. When to exit the market, especially as a crypto investor. In my previous 10-year long crypto career life, as well as a retail investor, it was always more difficult to sell, when to sell, how to sell, compared to when to buy, how to buy, because I've bought just multiple dips for the last 7, 8, 9 years. It was a no-brainer for me to just buy the dips because I've had a huge confidence in crypto asset class, but it was very difficult for me to sell, when to sell, considering the endless greed of human being as an investor. We expect the crypto price to peak in Q2 or Q4 of 2025. From the last three cycles, not two, three cycles, the price peak um, happens after a year or year and a half later, after the Bitcoin halving. If the history repeats itself, the peak could come in Q2 or Q4 of 2025. Let's compare the market sentiment in the last two cycles. The Bitcoin price in Q4 of 2026, the price was in July of 2016, the price was just $800. It fell from $800 to $520, and then it rose up to $950. The price went from October to next February by 1.8x, which was a huge rally for sure. At the peak, especially in the beginning of 2017, the price peaked. It rose up to $1,300. It was from October to January, it went by 2.5x, which was a huge rally. In 2020, in Q4 of 2020, the Bitcoin price was $11,000. It fell a little bit to $9,500 and it rose up to and became $31,000. From October 2020 to February, the price of Bitcoin went 3.3x, which was a huge rally compared to even in the last Bitcoin halving cycle. And in the very early of 2021, the Bitcoin price was $37,000, which was 3.9x. You know, the price comparing the two cycles in 2016, the price went by 2.5x. During the same period in 2020, the Bitcoin price went 3.9x. And during the same period of time from October to next February in 2016, the Bitcoin price went by 1.8x. Whereas the Bitcoin price in 2020, it went 3.3x. For sure, the price increase was a lot larger than in 2020 compared to in 2016. Bitcoin peaked in April 2021 for sure, and also the Bitcoin peaked in December of 2017. But in 2021, Bitcoin double peaked in November and it peaked once again in the later of the year of 2021. And there was no double peak in 2017. With hot sentiment, market sentiment, strong market sentiment, the price went parabolic and peaked earlier than expected, a year later, year after the halving. If you take a look at the Ethereum price, it's somewhat similar. In 2016, in Q4, the Ethereum price was just $11. It fell to $7 and it went up to $10. The peak in the very early of 2017, it was $14. From October to December, the Ethereum price fell by minus 36%. From December to next February, Ethereum price in 2016 and 2017, it rose by 43%, which was a huge rally. But whereas the price in Ethereum price in 2020 in Q4, especially in October, the price was $300. It went up to $500, and then it went again and became $1,230. The Ethereum price in October to December, it rose up by 67%. And during the same period in December 2020 to February 2021, the Ethereum price went 146%. During the same period of time, the Ethereum price in 2016, it fell 36%, whereas the price in 2020 Q4, the price rose up 67%. During the same period of time in 2016, the price went from in December to in February 2017, the price rose up 43%, whereas the price in 2020 went up 260%. As we saw in Bitcoin, the price of Ethereum rose up a lot more in percentage terms in 2020 compared to that of in 2016. The end of 2020 was hotter in terms of market sentiment than in the end of 2016. Despite bigger market cap, in 2020, the price skyrocketed in 2020, both in Ethereum and Bitcoin, which led crypto market to peak 6 months earlier in 2021. When to the peak season in 2025, we have absolutely no idea. But in terms of market sentiment, it's important to see the end of this year, 2024. If it's crazy mode once again in Q4 of this year, we might see the peak in May or April or March, April, May in 2025. If it's less crazy in Q4 this year, we might see the peak 6 months later, like in September, October, or November of 2025. When you take a look at the peak, the Bitcoin price in 2017 and 2021, for sure, Bitcoin price peaked in December 2017. It was just a single top. But in 2021, the Bitcoin price peaked in April and November. It was a kind of double top. What I'm arguing here is that in 2021, if we exited the market a little bit earlier in April, we must not have experienced minus 58% in Bitcoin price. And some of those in altcoins, we must not have experienced the minus 60, 70, 80% price drop in altcoins. It is always better to exit the market a bit earlier than expected than to stay in the market waiting for 100x gains and experience minus 90%, 95% again. Let's see how things are going at the end of 2024, and then we can decide. Exit a little bit earlier, which is Q2 of 2025, or a little bit later, Q3 or Q4 of 2025. Thank you for listening. I'll be coming next time.